Today's topic on the topic number 5, that is spatial data and their management in GIS. First of all, you can see the spatial data. The spatial data is also known as geospatial or geographic data. The geospatial data are the specific spatial information can be collected with the help of geospatial technology. Geographic data are the georeference data with the specific area on the surface of the earth will be collected with the help of the geospatial technologies. The spatial data is usually stored as a coordinate and the topology, and the data can be mapped with the help of the geospatial technology. As the spatial data is collected with their coordinate with their uh, topographical distribution, accordingly coordinate with the data and they map along with this or with the help of these geospatial technologies. The spatial data, the geospatial data or geographic information, it is the data or the information that benefits or identifies the geographic location of the feature and the boundaries of the earth, such as natural or the constructed features, ocean or more. In case of the spatial data, this is the geospatial data or the geographic information. It identifies the specific location and then according to the features and the boundaries of the earth, such as natural or the constructed features or the ocean or more. That is the definition of spatial data. The common example of spatial data can be seen in the road maps. Road map is a two-dimensional object that contains the points, lines, and the polygons that can represent the cities, roads, and the political boundaries, such as the states or the provinces. The most common way that spatial data is processed and analyzed by using the GIS or the Geographic Information System. The user will typically use multiple spatial data sets at one time and they compare them or combine them with the other. This is a spatial data with the definition and the common example of this spatial data. And next one we can see what is the spatial and non-spatial. That is difference between spatial data and the non-spatial data. The spatial data are the sets are primarily defined as those which are directly or indirectly reference to a location on the earth on the surface of the earth. It is the spatial data is the georeference or geographical or the geospatial data which will be collected with their specific location of the earth. That is called as spatial data. The spatial data includes the satellite images, different types in case of spatial data, and different types of the satellite images are collected with the help of this remote sensing or as well as the aerial photography. And the non-spatial data are commonly attributes associated with the spatial information layers. The non-spatial data includes the number and characters. These are the difference between spatial data and the non-spatial data. That is, in spatial data, that is information or data is collected, that is georeference or geospatial, with the help of this remote sensing or the aerial photography technology. And these spatial data includes the different types of the satellite images. But in case of non-spatial data, the mostly attributed or compiled with the association of different spatial information layers, and these non-spatial data may include the number and character only. Next one, the types of spatial data. The spatial data are the two types according to their storing techniques, namely raster data and the vector data. Raster data are composed of the grid cells, identify rows or columns. This is a concept of raster data, that is compile or store data in the terms of the rows and columns. The whole geographical area is divided into groups of the individual cells which represent an image. Vector data are a representation of the world using points, lines, or the polygons. This is the difference between vector and raster data. The vector data, that is representing this data with the help of these or using the points, lines, or the polygons. That is also called as statistical data. Raster data and the vector data are the two types of the spatial data according to their storing techniques. Then vector data are created by the digitizing the database, and these are common store information in x, y coordinates. The vector models are also useful for storing data that can describe the boundaries and such as the country boundaries, land parcels, and the streets. This is this is the types of the spatial data, that is vector and raster. And next one we can see the geospatial data and geographic data. Geospatial data has significantly different structure and the function. It includes, in geospatial, includes the structural data that about the objects in the spatial universe, their identity, location, shape, and orientation, and other things we may know about them. That is the geospatial data, which will be structured data with a specific object with their specific location, identity, according to their identity, according to their shape and the orientation, and other things about that specific object. But in case of geographic data, describe any credibly wide range of the objects or the business assets such as roads, buildings, property lines, terrains, infrastructure, hydrology, and the ecosystems are included in the geographic data. But in case of geospatial data, they are only the specific objects which have the special information regarding the identity, location, shape, and orientation. This is the geospatial data. And in case of geographical data, there will be the wide range of the objects. Objects are different types, which will there depends on the place or location of the earth. That is, road, buildings, property lines, terrain, infrastructure, hydrology, and ecosystem are the part of geographic data, and all these objects can be described in terms of points, lines, and polygons. In geographic data, the objects can be described in the terms of these points, lines, and polygons. But in case of geospatial data, the objects information can be uh, classified as per their location, identity, shape, and orientation. This is the difference between geospatial and geographic data. Next one, we can see the GIS, that is Geographic Information System. GIS technology can also they accommodate some kinds of the unstructured data, usually called as raster images, and that can be tagged or the geocoded and integrated by GIS software to the other kinds of map data. In case of GIS, this is in this technology, some kinds of the structured and unstructured data can be collected, and that can be tagged the specific data, and the geocoded this data, and the integrate with this GIS software, and then afterwards that all kinds of these maps can be prepared with the help of GIS. Thus the management of GIS data and the metadata is somewhat different. GIS data is the unstructured or structured data which is collected with the help of GPS or the other geospatial technology, and that can their data can be visualized or highlighted with the help of GIS software. But in case of this metadata, that is mathematical or statistical analysis of the data. What then the next one we are as the traditional tabular data could understood by the human looking of the any printed expressions of the data. Raw GIS data meaningless to the human eyes, which converted into the maps. Here we can see the traditional tabular form data, which can be easily understood by the human looking at the end any printed expressions. But in case of the raw GIS data, it is meaningless to be humanized because of this is cannot be identified easily, and then can be converted into the maps. This is the what GIS software does. Next one, what is GIS? GIS is Geographic Information System, a computer based tool for the mapping and the analyzing things that exist and events that happen on the earth. Whatever the events and the existing information present on the earth can be collected by the with the help of this GIS and GIS software, and can be analyzed that information or data, compile or storing or representing this data or information with the help of GIS. Uh, this is called as GIS. Then GIS technology integrates common database operations such as the queries and statistical analysis with the unique visualization and the geographic analysis benefits offered by the maps. In case of GIS technology, where the database of different database of operations, that is mainly queries and the visual statistical analysis. With the help of these queries and statistical analysis, with the unique visualization of this data and the geographic analysis, which will give the benefits offered by the maps. The geographic information system is a system designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage, and the present spatial or geographic data. With the help of GIS, the data can be, be captured, stored, manipulating the data, analyzing the data, managing the data, and presenting the data, especially spatial, non-spatial, or geographic or geospatial data. Then GIS applications are tools that allows the users to create the interactive queries, analyze the spatial information, edit data in the maps, and present the results of all these operations. With the help of GIS, we have to create the queries, identify the queries, analyze the spatial information, edit the data in the maps, present the results of all these operations. That is the GIS software which is used for the creating, analyzing the or identifying the queries or the preparation of the maps. Today, GIS is a multi-billion dollar industry, employing the hundreds of thousands of peoples worldwide. GIS is a taught in the schools, colleges, and universities throughout the world. As we know, GIS is used for the analysis, storing of the information, compiling of the information, then representing or presenting the information or data of the any objects present on the earth. With the help of GIS, which can solve the problems in any fields. It may be field condition, it may be industrial, it may be transportation, market, any other fields, which will be used the GIS for the collecting information, storing information, and then analysis of the information, compilation, representing or presenting the information, and finally the preparation or making of the maps with the help of GIS. Hence, the GIS is a multi-billion dollar industry nowadays, and then this can be employs the hundreds of thousands of people in worldwide, and this is the majorly taught in the schools, colleges, and the universities. The general importance of GIS, that is major importance, that is for perform the geographic queries and the analysis. In case of GIS, it can be identify the whatever the queries that queries can be highlighted or visualized with the help of GIS software, and also that data can be analyzed with the help of GIS. Then second one, they improve organizational integration of this specific organization can be improved their efficiency with the help of the GIS. Then making of maps, any information regarding the field or industry or the market or transportation, that information can be compiled, analyzed, stored, manipulation, and the present or the preparation of the maps with the help of GIS. And then make better decisions with the help of GIS. We have to take any decisions. It may be transportation, or it may be market decisions, it may be the field decisions can be taken easily with the help of GIS. These are the general importance of GIS. Next one, the importance of GIS in various fields or the sectors. That is first one, the telecom and the network services. GIS plays an extremely important role in the telecoms and the network services. It is used for planning, collecting, analyzing, and storing the complex network designs that are needed to come up with the working architecture in the field of telecoms. Then second one, the telecom and the network services plays an important role. Then second one, that is urban planning. Urban planning is one of the important of use of GIS in planning. It can be used to analyze the urban growth and the directions using the expansion. This data can be used to scale up the growth of the urban area and the help avoid the might be caused by the any congestion or the problems. With the help of GIS, we can plan the urban areas, especially growth and directions of the expansion. And third one, that is transportation planning. GIS can also comes in hand with the area of transportation. This is done especially where there is a transportation facility need to be developed within an already congested city. GIS can be used to map out the areas where will be facilitated will build up so as to avoid the congestion. Then transportation planning. We have seen the different facilities regarding the transportations, especially congested area visible in the cities, visibly identify with the help of GIS. Next one, the environmental impact analysis. GIS plays an important role in the environmental impact analysis process, especially after the analysis of this data. GIS can be used to inform the policies that will be used to plan an area to reduce the human effects on the land which cause the environmental degradation. Then agriculture planning, GIS plays an important role in agriculture planning also. GIS can be used to provide the information that can be used to plan what crop need to be grown in what areas of the farm depending on the soil structure and the composition. Next one, the land use planning. GIS can be used in the land use planning also, that is especially cultivated or uncultivated lands which will be depends on the uh, soil types or the topography or the structure of the land. The GIS can deciding which part of the land should be subjected to what and land use. It becomes easier to know what crops will be thrive or best well in the on what part of the land, and this helps to in improving the yield. Then surveying, GIS provides information about land that can be used during the land surveying to determine the wetness of the vastness of the land and the nature of the soil and soil structure within the soil. This also plays an important role in deciding what use the land will be put to. Then next one, applications of importance of GIS, that is community development. GIS stores data that can be relevant in community development. The data can provide insights that can help to inform the planning of the community land based on the needs of the community. Then fire equipment response analysis, GIS can also be used to evaluate or identify how the fire each portion of the street network is from the firehouse. This can be useful in evaluating the best location wise information for the new fire house, or the determining how well in the fire services cover particular areas for the insurance ratings. Then next importance of GIS, that is the energy use tracking and the planning. GIS can also used to be track the users usage of the power and other sources of energy to a certain how much power or energy is needed to satisfy the requirement of the specific city or the state. Next one, the forest lines hazard zone mapping and planning. GIS can also provide the data or can be used to map out the zones so that can be proved to the forest fires, and also when this can be determined for prior arrangement and the mitigating measures can be put in the place to reduce the effects of the forest fire. Then also use importance of GIS using in traffic density planning. GIS can also provide the information regarding the traffic density of the given city or the road. This information can be used to plan the cities effectively with the aim of reducing traffic altogether. Then space utilization planning, GIS is an instrumental in the providing information or on the space utilization. This also helps in planning how buildings and other features should be positioned, which maintains sanity in urban areas. Then disaster and business community planning, GIS can also provide data about the disaster in the particular area. With this information, people can tell what areas are prone to disaster, which helps them plan effectively. Then regional planning, GIS can also provide the important data that can be used for the regional planning, especially in areas which were different regions to be put under different uses. This is the importance of GIS in the different sectors or the areas. Next one, we can see the components and functions of GIS. That is 5 major components of the GIS, that is hardware, software, data, people and methods. First one you can see in detail, that is the The function of GIS, that is hardware. Hardware is a computer on which GIS software runs. Nowadays there are different range of computer. It might to be desktop or the server base. ArcGIS software or the server is based on the computer, where the GIS software runs on the network computer or the cloud base. In this computer perform the well all hardware component with have high capacity. Some of the hardware components like motherboard, and then a hard driver, processor, graphics card, printer. This is the examples of the especially the components of the hardware in the computer system, which is used for the functioning of the GIS. Then all parts of the component functions together to run the GIS software smoothly. This is the first component of GIS with their function. Second, that is the software. The functions of software, that is the most component. Next major component of GIS, which after the hardware, which provide to provide tool to run and edit the spatial information. It helps to queries, edit, run and display the GIS data. Which means with the help of this software, the data can be identify their queries or visualize data, edit the data, run the database program and display the GIS data. It uses the RDBMS, that is Rationalized Database Management System, or Relational Database Management System, which store the data. The few GIS software list, that is ArcGIS, ArcView, and then the QuickGIS, SagaGIS. These are the examples which will be used as a GIS software. Then third one, that is data. The functions of data is the most important and expensive component of the GIS, which generally known as the fuel for GIS. Without data, there is no function or no use of the GIS. GIS data is combination of graphic and tabular data. There are two ways of the GIS data can be combined. Then graphic can be a vector or raster. Both type of data can be created in the house using the GIS software, or they can be purchased. The GIS data types are the different. It is raster data or vector data. Raster data is the image store information in a cell-based manner. It can be aerial photos or the satellite images or a digital elevation model, that is DEM, and raster images normally stored in continuous data. But in case of the vector data, are the discrete or discontinuous, it stores information in XY coordinate format. There are three types of vector data, that is lines, points, or the areas. These are the different types of data. Data are the important part or component of the GIS, as data is called as the fuel of GIS. Next, fourth number, that is people. People are the user of GIS. They run the GIS software, hardware and software, which can be tremendous development, which made people easy to run the GIS software. Also, the computer are affordable, so people are using for GIS tasks. These tasks may be creating simple map or performing the advantages or advance of GIS analysis. The peoples are the main component for the successful GIS. As we know, the handler or the operating person, which will be depends on their skill and their abilities. The GIS can gives the better result. Without people, GIS cannot be work properly or cannot be handled easily, because the peoples are the main component of the GIS, which will be get the successful result of GIS analysis. Then fifth one, that is methods for successful GIS operation. A well designed plan and the business operation rules are important. Method can vary with the different organizations. Any organization has the documented their process plan for the GIS operation. These document address number of questions of the GIS method, that is the number of GIS expert required, GIS software, hardware, process to be stored data, what types of DBMS, that is database management system, and more are the different methods which will be used for the successful GIS operation, and will be designed plan with the address of all these questions. These are the different components and functions of GIS. This is today's topic about the spatial data and their management in GIS. Thank you.